Right, well, here we are again, and it's an unusual stream, is this? And I was just having a look at some of the other Leeds United creators here on YouTube, and only to discover that, yes, it's true, we could be going bottom today, folks. And I'd like to hear from you what your thoughts are about Leeds, if you've got any thoughts or opinions. In the meantime, what we'll be doing is looking at the games that concern Leeds, the matches that are in and around us, and of course, I hate to say this, but I think we're going to be Man United fans today. I never thought I'd say it, but it's not looking good, is it? We need to be better. We're better than this. We are better than this. We've got to be better than this. I don't see a way forward for us at the moment. I think yesterday's result was a good result, but I think it's another opportunity where we should have picked up 3 points. A couple of errors, and well, that's what it is, isn't it? I mean, if you look at Koch and Adams' positioning for that first Brighton goal, they were just caught ball watching, and it really is. It beggars belief just how Brighton got away with that particular match 3-0, and how they managed to. They got away from that game with a point, didn't they? They got away from that game with a point, and I also think that we are improving as a team. I've no doubt in my mind we're improving. The manager seems to be changing the tactics around, seems to be making sure that we're harder and harder and harder to beat at the moment, and I think that these are good points. That it shows that we've got a little bit of diversity in our locker, that we can adapt to how the other team is playing, and not only that we adapt, but that we're able to compete against the other team as well. So I think. So what does that do? Wait, just a minute. Yeah, I think it's looking okay for us at the moment. I'm not going to get too excited. It was a good point, but I think that we need to be far more clinical about how we go about our business, especially in our own 18-yard box. Positioning is the key, and trying to get the players to not ball watch. Not watch what the opponent is doing with the ball. Watch what the opponent, what the opposing players are actually doing, and seeing just if we can try and pick up shift and five. It is. So let's have a look at that. Just seeing if we can do a little bit more in that regard. I honestly think that we'll escape relegation. I think but we can't be complacent. I remember back in the early 2000s when we got relegated, and people were, oh, we're too big to go down, we're too good to go down, we're this too good to go down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big your team is. It doesn't matter how much money's invested in that team. It doesn't matter who's the manager. It doesn't matter if you're liked, disliked, or anything. If you're not getting enough points and your goal difference is poor, you're going down into the Championship. I don't want to go into the Championship, although I've seen some people say, well, I'd rather go in the Championship. It's a lot better down there, blah, blah, blah. But once you go down there, what are you going to want then? That's the thing, isn't it? That's the question. Are you going to want to stay there, keep Leeds penned in the Championship forever and a day? No, of course you're not. You're going to want to come back up to the Premier League, go down and rebuild. Of course not. We're going to want to go down, and we don't want to go down there and stay down, do we? So. I'm honestly of the opinion that we are turning a corner, although it's very slow, and although people are getting a little bit frustrated, etc. I think we're starting to come together as a team. We're starting to play a little bit better. We're not as eager to play this Bielsa style, Marsh style football where we're pressing, and that frustrated Brighton yesterday, and it was clear to see right from the opening few seconds that they were waiting for us to come on and press them, and they'd have just played straight through the middle of us, and instead we did force them into a long ball game at times. They were struggling to find the passes. And I thought that it was a solid performance. All right, it's only a point, but it could be a very, very important point. Could that in 13 or 14 games time when we're staring down the barrel? Are we going to go down? Are we going to survive? Lord only knows. I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I don't have the answers to that. But I do have the answers to today's game, etc. I'm trying to figure out how we change this headline. Maybe I think it's in the edit box, so I'm just going to have to try and figure that out. Trying to figure something out at the minute. There we go. No, it's not in the edit box, is it? Anyway, so yeah, we're not watching Brighton, of course, today. We're going to get on and watch another game. I'd like to say it's nice to be relaxed about a game, but I'm not. I think that going bottom is a massive psychological kick in the teeth, based on how we're playing. And is it going to affect the players? Is it going to affect the club? it'll definitely affect the fans. I know a lot of them will be absolutely distraught if we end up going down to the bottom of the Premier League today, and I really do hope that does not that does not happen. In case you didn't know, Manchester United are taking on Southampton, so we're going to get on and get over there very shortly and have a look, see what's going on. It seems that you would expect a Manchester United win, and let's hope that is what happens. We don't want Southampton getting any kind of encouragement. All Man United fans, aren't we, today? So can Man United do us a favour? Can they... I need to go in and change my bloody name here, so change this somehow. But I don't know how to do it. I can't find the option. It's what I'm trying to say is, you see this bit here in the bottom left corner? I should have changed that beforehand. But now I need to figure out how to get back out to the... change the headline, if I can change it or not. It's a frustrating time to be a Leeds fan. It really is. I just hope that we see Man United get a convincing result and bury Southampton today. A convincing Man United performance, a convincing Man United result is what is required. After their thumping at Southampton, after their thumping at the hands of Liverpool the other week, they did bounce back, I think, Man United, and they are still on that road to recovery, I think. And today's going to be you might not think it, but it is going to be a big test for Man United today. I hope that they're not going to take this game lightly, take it for granted, and show up. I hope Ten Hag has prepared them well, and he's going to get the most out of the players, because make no mistake, it's going to be a tough match, is this, I think, for Manchester United. And we'll see how it goes. So, is it Southampton versus Man United at home today? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, it's they're at Old Trafford. So yeah, it should be a foregone conclusion. But you never, this league this year, I've said it numerous times in my live stream, it's throwing up some really, really crazy surprises, crazy results. Kick-off at this one's 2 p.m. It should be very soon. We've got 8 minutes, I believe, until kick-off. That's 9 p.m. local time here. So, oh yeah, it's Mount Merapi that's started exploding. No surprise there then. So we'll just have a little look, see what Man United are doing. They've got Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Casemiro and Fernandes, they're holding two midfielders, Anthony, Weghorst and Sancho, and then they've put Rashford up front. It's looking like it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation. De Gea, Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Fernandes, Anthony, Weghorst, Sancho, Rashford, Maguire, Malaysia, Fred, Dalot, Heaton, Pellistri, McTominay, Garnacho and Mino on the bench. Walker-Peters, Benderek, Balakopacha, Parode, Ward-Prowse, Lavia, Walcott, Alcaraz, Sulemana, Adams, the starting 11 for Southampton. McCarthy, Coletta, Carr, Armstrong, Onuachu, Armstrong, another Armstrong, S. Armstrong, A. Armstrong, Salisu, Eliunusi and Daleo. Anthony Taylor's the referee, so of course if he's the top man there, it should be It should be a Manchester United victory, should this? And indeed, let's have a look. To suggest Man United season is going to crumble now, just silly when you consider that the run they were on beforehand. We've seen their players have got a bit about them already. Yes, they need to respond after the second half performance against Liverpool, but I think it's exactly what will happen. Southampton got an important win over Leicester last time out, of course. And this will not be a stroll for Eric Ten Hag's side, but I suspect United will play with some anger in this game. Because of that, they will win 3-0. So, those are the thoughts of BBC pundit. I don't know if there's anybody left working at the BBC these days. But those are the thoughts of him pre-match. And let's have a look. Leeds United fans have a vested interest in this game. I might even retitle the, what is it? Retitle it. I don't care if anybody shows up. You know, you're supposed to be a Leeds channel. You should be. Shut up, mate. You should only be doing Leeds United watch-alongs. La-di-da-di-da. I don't care. I don't care what you say. This is a Leeds fans have a vested interest in this match. We have a vested interest in this result. So I'll just watch along whatever I like. There we go. I mean, I know the title of the thumbnail utterly suck on this one, but here we go. We're looking for a Man United win. Please, Man United, please, if ever there's a day that you win, make sure it's today. And don't you lot start being, playing silly buggers and trying to throw the match, because Ivan Toney's got 20 grand on it. Make sure that you go out there and win this match today. Man United fans, if you're listening, get out there and give this lot a good hammering. 7-0 Man United. I might even retitle it, please Man United, win this match. They might take great delight watching Leeds go to the bottom of the Premier League. Anyway, we're just going to get over there, have a little look. If you've got any opinions about Leeds, you might have opinions about me. But if you do, and that sounds like you, I'd be eager to know. I'll put a link in the chat if you want to come in and join me. It's all there. There we go. Right. Yes. Are you hoping for a Man United? Let's have a little look. We're gonna go for. That's it. Thank you in advance. Right, okay, so there we go. The stream is ongoing. We're just waiting for the... I think the teams are coming out. Just give me a second. Well, in fact, they're probably already out. We're just... no, oh God, hang on a minute. Yes, it's me trying to log in. Thank you very much. Just get the thing logged in, will you? Get on with it. Okay. Yeah, Fulham are playing Arsenal, so there's a nice London derby, juicy London derby on there as well. And Man United versus Southampton, is that kicking off? Yeah. Sancho's out. It's the teams are out on the field as it happens. So yes, we're begging you, Man United, get out there and give this lot an hammering. Yeah, of course, there we are. There's want to join me, there's the link, it's in the chat box. Okay, you want to, no app needed, just stable internet connection, cam if possible, thanks in advance. We could sit here, talk Leeds United, talk whatever you want, it's alright, no problem. And of course, are you hoping for a Man United win today? I am. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go over there and have a little look at this match. They're just kicking off, so I just need a quick drink before we get really stuck into this Man United match over at Old Trafford. An interesting afternoon of football, and if Southampton win, the reason this is so important to me personally is if Southampton win, Leeds will go bottom. Southampton are up on the press at the moment. They're pressing Man United in their own left-hand corner. Perlev, he's got the ball. He's taking a throw in. He's about halfway down the touch line. Man United playing it. Oh, that's a bad ball. But luckily De Gea manages to make a decent kick, thumps it up the field. And Weghorst is up there. Weghorst. Ten Hag sat with his hands folded. Lots of notes being taken by the assistant coaches, etc. So 1 minute, 2 minutes on the clock at the minute, and I've got to say, I do like that Southampton shirt, that away shirt, that blue shirt. It's quite nice. Shaw plays it down the left-hand side. Oh, and it's a nice interception. Southampton are playing it around at the back with plenty of confidence, and now it's made it out to Pero on the left-hand side. He's having to check his run. He's running to a Man United player, and they play it all the way back to Southampton, trying to keep a bit of possession at Old Trafford. Good luck to them with that. I'll tell you what, they've made a. I hate to say this, but Southampton have made a pretty solid couple of minutes opening. They've had a decent bit of possession. They're not venturing forward with no real worries or concern. They've got nothing to lose really, Southampton, and this is what makes this fixture very dangerous for Man United. If they switch off, Man United and Southampton have an attack, it's quite plausible that, believe it or not, teams can now actually score and win at Old Trafford. I mean, look at Leeds. We were in the lead a couple of times there at Old Trafford. We should have done better, and we certainly should have got away from there with three points. I thought a really unlucky game for us was that. Um, and yeah, we're talking Man United, we're talking Southampton, and of course I'll rename my YouTube stream now, I think, and just make it a bit more obvious what this stream is actually all about, because otherwise it'll never get picked up by anybody who's watching or who's looking out for a stream. Yeah, Man United not doing very much at the minute. It's all been played in the middle of the park for them. They're just knocking it around. And Anthony's played Wan-Bissaka in. He tries to cross it, but there's a slight deflection, and the ball finds its way back to the keeper. So a good little opening there. Good bit of spell of play for Man United. It's all to play for here in the Premier League, as you know. This match is crucial to Leeds. Crucial if we're going to survive in the EPL this year. Really set of awful results for us over the weekend. We need this one to go our way, as we highlighted in the in the thumbnail. Could Leeds go bottom today? Of course, it's not a good one for us, is it? It's really bad news. Right, okay, we're just going to take a little time out. I'm going to go get a refreshment. I'll be back in a minute or two. There's nobody watching anyway, so it's no big deal. But it's 0-0 at the moment, and Manchester United have had a couple of chances, couple of openings. Southampton have had forays up to the Man United final third, but nothing's really happened for them, thankfully. And at the moment, it is 0-0. And it looks like actually, Southampton have got a very dangerous free kick in a very dangerous position. Oh no. And we know who they've got. Oh no, it's not dangerous. It's just past the halfway line. But there's 9 Man United men in a line here against this waiting for this free kick to be launched in by one of the Southampton. Oh, and Walker Peters has just smashed it at David De Gea. And come on, Man United. Don't let this lot get a result at Old Trafford. Hold on a minute, we've got something disconnected. What was that? Yeah, it's an interesting note in that Southampton have had a couple of chances now. They've had a shot on goal from Walker Peters. It was a very low, hard drive, but luckily De Gea was covering his near post there, and he managed to get down for it. Fernandes. Martinez. Man United just knocking it about in the middle of the park at the minute. Oh, and there's a lovely ball over the top. They're trying to find Marcus Rashford, but it's cut out by the Southampton defence, and Southampton are trying to break away down the right hand side. Weghorst lays it back into Casemiro. Lovely ball out to the left hand side. Trying to find Rashford, Fernandes there, but another ball just cut out by the Saints centre back duo, and it's really, really tense at Old Trafford. I can see that they're wanting an early goal to try and steady themselves a little bit. Perhaps the fans there are a little bit nervous after that mauling by Liverpool. Luke Shaw down the left crosses the ball in, but it's cut out again and humped up the pitch by Southampton. No, Route 1 defending from Southampton, thump it straight up the middle of the park, get it as far away from our goal as you possibly can. Regroup and then try and build from that point forward is the message, I think, from the Saints. They're up there trying to get a result, and of course we don't want Southampton to get a result here today. Oh, and there's a slip through, but luckily it's cut out by the Saints, and Wan-Bissaka's made another fine tackle there. Couple of changes to the team that played Leeds here at Old Trafford. Probably a bit of rotation. They have got a full fixture list of Man United. They're still in, I think, all competitions at the moment. They started with Walcott up front. Southampton might have Walcott on the field here. I'm not too sure. I've just heard his name mentioned. I don't know if that's correct. I'll have a look in a moment or two. Walker Peters he couldn't control the ball there. A long ball came into him, but it just evaded him. It was a bit too much on it for him to head the ball and then try and keep it inside. But now it's Man United in possession as they play a long ball down the pitch. Rashford can't get to it. It's already gone out for a throw-in. About 20 yards from the corner flag, from the Southampton corner flag. And quite literally, Old Trafford looks like it's just full of tourists. They're all just sat there with the phones out recording the players, etc. Seem to have more interest in likes than results. A lot of these plastic Man United fans, the tourists that are there from China and God knows where else. Sancho, Varane. Ball makes its way back down near the halfway line. And now Man United are trying to probe up the left. That's a lovely ball through. Rashford! Oh, it's a very fine save by the Southampton keeper. He makes it. He's down full stretch to his left. But he palms it back up and out of the 18-yard box, straight out. And unfortunately for Man United, there's nobody there. Vegas is there, but unfortunately he's looking for a cross. Rashford's gone for the shot. And he just tries to bend it in with his right boot, does Rashford, but the keeper's done an excellent job there of keeping Rashford out. Casemiro. Oh, a nice Rashford through, but it's just too much on it again. The keeper comes out from his line and manages to collect. Man United have had some really good openings here. They're looking like they're gonna score in the next minute or two. I think Rashford's coming back from an offside position. He's just stands still like a bollard, and ball goes all the way back through to the Southampton keeper, who thumps one up. He can't quite make it to the halfway line. Oh, Graz. Salamana plays a ball over the top, but it's gone all the way through to De Gea. There's nobody. The chasing play is not quick enough to get to anywhere near that. 17 minutes and 30 seconds at Old Trafford at the moment, and it's looking increasingly likely it's increasingly likely that we need Man United to win this match, and I'll be hoping that they don't fluff it up. But when they realise that Leeds could go bottom here, I wonder if Man United are going to think, oh well, we'll just flummox it. Surely not. They're professional footballers. Sounds like there's been a goal elsewhere, but it's under some possibly a VAR investigation, that one. So we're just going to find out what's going on. Fulham Arsenal, of course. Man United Southampton. West Ham versus Villa. And it sounds like there's been a goal disallowed in one of those other games. So just going to see if we can find out what's gone on there. There is a goal. West Ham United 0, Aston Villa 1. It's Ollie Watkins with a header from the centre box. So top right hand corner, assisted by Alex Moreno with a cross. But there is a debate whether that has actually been disallowed. We're just going to try and find out. It's waiting for the update to come through from the ground. But at the moment, it's saying 1-0. It has actually been allowed as that, by the sound of it. West Ham are losing to Aston Villa, and that's another good result for us, is that. Again, Leeds fans will be hoping that that score stays true, that Aston Villa can make mincemeat of West Ham, because at the minute the other results for Leeds are very, very, very bad. The ones that happened yesterday are on Southampton are in. So this is another tense time. Another chance there. Southampton failed to score. Unfortunately, they are creating chances at Old Trafford, Southampton, when they pick the ball up. And that's another great ball from Casemiro to Rashford. And Casemiro, literally, they're just letting him wander around the middle of the park as if he owns the place. It's someone like him, you've got to be on top of him. I think stopping him from receiving the ball, cut him out, challenge him, make sure he don't get the ball, make sure he don't have the time to cross. I think he cut him out down the Man United centre midfield. Man United are going to be struggling for a route to create so many chances. There's a corner to Man United, and it's not a very good corner, but it's cleared out from the front post. So Southampton breathe again. Very tense at the minute. Very, very tense. Let's just hope that we get some. Varane's tried to get into a long ball there from Man United, and Mizuno's managed to. I think he's fisted it away. I was just flicking over to check the other results, and I missed that little bit of play there from Man United. Suleiman is about to get his pockets picked in the middle of the park. Yeah. But there's been a little foul there. I think it's a little pull on the shirt, but we're just going to find out. And it looks like it's Weghorst. Yeah, there was a first challenge and then a second challenge by Weghorst. I think it's come around the front of the player. He's wanted to let the play continue, but Weghorst is not happy about that. Anthony Taylor's explaining his thought or decision making process. And hello if you're joining. We're looking at the results and the scores from the other game. Villa 1-0. Villa are leading West Ham 1-0. Arsenal are leading Fulham 1-0. The game we're watching at the minute is Man United versus Southampton, and 0-0. And there's a save, and it's an excellent save from Walcott by David De Gea. And Wan-Bissaka's tried to clear it out. And it's a lovely, lovely delivery in, and Walcott's gone charging in, and he's got across the front of Luke Shaw, and David De Gea has made a very good reaction stop, and he's conceded a corner. And Ward-Prowse is over on the near side taking a corner now for Southampton. Oh dear. Solana. Pirro on the left, and it's another corner for Southampton. Southampton are really cranking the pressure up here at Old Trafford, and Man United are really, really have got the backs to the walls. They're struggling to get out, and the Saints have got them penned in. It's another corner. Ward-Prowse whips it over to the back post. Oh, and it's just headed wide. But there's another corner there. I think it's Rashford who's conceded it. It is, yeah. And I warned about the dangers of Ward-Prowse when we played him at Ellen Road the other week, and if you ever want someone to whip a ball in, and there is a foul in the middle of the Man United 18-yard box, but it's gone unnoticed by the referee. The other Southampton attacker being dragged over by the Man United defender. Alcaraz, ball's cleared out, but it's not gone far enough, and Southampton have again putting pressure on Man United here, and Man United are struggling. Alcaraz, left hand side, it's Ward-Prowse. Yeah, 26 minutes coming up on the clock, in case you're wondering. And in case you're wondering as well, Man United are struggling. Southampton seem to have a nice bit of possession here. This Man United can't get it off them. They had a couple of openings earlier on in this half, but Southampton are starting to get into this game. And Man United just can't seem to get on top of them again. Wan-Bissaka at the edge of the 18-yard box fires a ball over to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw thumps the ball over to the other corner. Oh! Bruno Fernandes has just had an effort whipped straight over the post. He's unmarked on the far post. And he's just whipped it, but he's just put too much on it as Bruno there. It's not a good. Should have done better. He's not, should be hitting the target when he's unmarked and he's at that kind of distance. Bruno Fernandes. And Man United have been dispossessed yet again. On the halfway line now, the ball moving, and Suleiman has got round the back. Oh! And luckily Varane's over to block the cross in. Sulemana had made an excellent run and got around the Man United right back and tries to cross it in, but it's blocked out luckily by Varane. The ball's been sprayed over to Fernandes, but Fernandes can't control it, and there's another throw in for Southampton deep inside the Man United half. And it's a lovely ball. And Suleiman has left Wan-Bissaka for dead there. Wan-Bissaka has got absolutely in Suleimana's dust. And he's tried to chase and turn back, and Wan-Bissaka is definitely a weak point for Manchester United here if he's up against Suleimana. The pace, Wan-Bissaka had a head start on Suleimana, and Suleimana went round him as if he wasn't even there. So it's all to play for. Yeah, Arsenal 2-0 up, and it's Martinelli who's got the second goal for them. And unfortunately, it's bad news for Leeds. West Ham are apparently a goal up. It's not an easy day for Aston Villa. Unfortunately, they've conceded a penalty, and it's Ben Rama who's got it on the 26th minute. Ben Rama scored for West Ham, and we'll just find out. Well, we don't really need. Who really cares what happened there? To be honest with you, what the headline is for Leeds, that is a bad result, and we need Aston Villa to do better. So come on, you villains! We need West Ham. We don't want West Ham getting any head of steam up. Southampton are taking a throw in, but they are delaying. The Old Trafford faithful are getting on their back. Rashford on the left hand side, either touchline, is working his way into the 18-yard box, but the ball was dispossessed. So the Man United have quickly won it back again with Casemiro. So he's having a great game. This Casemiro fella is. They talk a lot about him at Old Trafford. He's much loved over there. A good bit of business from Man United. Getting him to sign from. I think we're at Real Madrid. 60 million. Fernandes, Luke Shaw on the left side, thumps it in, and Weghorst should have done better. He's at the back post. He's unmarked. I don't think he expected the ball coming through to him, and he just literally bends down a little bit and heads it. Yeah, Weghorst should have done better there. Didn't gamble on it. That's another lovely little interchange in play by Southampton, and they've won a free kick, and it's 25-30 yards out, and I think it's Varane's not happy about it, but it's a tackle on that Alvarez, is it? Yeah, it's a very, very good decision by the referee. It looks like it's a bit of a soft one, but it's not. It's definitely a yellow card, is that? And they're even VAR checking it now. Is it going to be? Yeah, because it's serious foul play. Anthony Taylor's gone over. He's going to get sent off. It could be a red card because he's gone in and neither of his feet are on the floor as he makes the tackle. And Casemiro could be going off here. And this would be a real dent for Manchester United. I knew there'd be something going on in this game, and I was right. Casemiro's going to get a red for it. It's a really bad. It's a shocking tackle. And I've seen Leeds United players get sent off for this kind of... if he gets away with a yellow card here, it'd be unbelievable. Anthony Taylor's going over to Casemiro now. And he's going to give him a straight red. He's off. Casemiro is off. Casemiro, it was a horrible, horrible challenge. And I just can't believe that what I'm seeing, and the pendulum of this game is now swinging further in Southampton's favour. Fucking knew it. I knew it. I love it when Man United go down to 10 men, but I mean, come on, I want them to win today. My emotions are all over the place. I don't believe it. Casemiro, oh my god, it is an absolute howler, and the VAR makes that challenge look 100 times worse than what it actually is, and I don't know. Ten Hag has now got some jiggling about to do because Casemiro is sent off. And it's a challenge on Alcaraz, and he's launched himself into the ball. Neither of his feet were on the floor when he went in for that tackle, and he's going full tilt, and he gets his foot on top of the ball, but he unfortunately one of his feet follows through and takes out Alcaraz. I think his name is Alcaraz, and. He's got a straight red card for that. He got a yellow card in the first instance, and then Anthony Taylor's been summoned to VAR over it. It's Ward-Prowse taking the free kick. He's about 30 yards out, and this will be the Old Trafford faithful will be absolutely gutted if this flies in the back of the net. And it's Ward-Prowse! Fucking hell. Oh my god. That just went wide, I think. De Gea was... There's a wicked substitution. A wicked deflection. And it's such venom. It just ricocheted off the Man United player and went flying out for a corner ball. It was a really bad angle when we were looking at it initially. But yeah, we can see it. Ward-Prowse and his right foot is causing Man United all sorts of trouble. And De Gea collects the corner. And this is... Man United now have have problems because Casemiro was literally orchestrated everything for him in the midfield, and Ten Hag is in the middle of organising a reshuffle, I think, of the players that he's got available to him on the pitch, and there's no sign yet if he's going to make any substitution as a result of that sending off. And they're down to 9 outfield players plus the goalkeeper, Manchester United. So it was a bit of a shocker of a challenge. And it kind of reminds me of, I think Calvin Phillips suffered something similar and he got sent off, or going back a long time ago is that. But it's unbelievable for Southampton. They now must be rubbing their hands thinking we can go and win this game, and this is bad news for Leeds if they're thinking that, which they probably are. They've got a man over in the middle of the park, and Anthony's trying to make his way into the 18-yard box. He goes down. He's won a free kick, he's high-fiving, and Anthony's now trying to get the Southampton players put in the book. You know, he's gone down, alright, there is a foul on him, but I mean, he's trying to insinuate that there's a yellow card there, and Anthony Taylor needs to be having a word with him there and just letting him know who's boss on the pitch, and it isn't a man in red, it's a man in black. It's a free kick for Man United, and it's Fernandes and Shaw stood over it. Fernandes whips it in, and it's a cracking save from the goalkeeper at the back post. Absolutely cracking save. I think it's Varane who's in there. He's made a late run in at the back post as Varane, but he's just tried to clip it. A couple of the Saints players are claiming for offside there. And Martinez has headed the ball over the net from the resulting corner. So it's absolutely, it's insane. I knew it. Casemiro, God dear me. Yeah, the goalkeeper's done a really good job there. He's come across. He's just spread his arms and legs and stopped Varane from getting a goal there. .39 minutes on the clock, and it's Man United 0, Southampton 0 if you're just joining. Casemiro has been sent off the pitch. I'm not sure what he's doing. Ten Hag's having a chat with a couple of the subs, but we're not sure what he's got planned yet. Fernandes, Lavia, Alcaraz, and Man United just nipped in there and took the ball back off them. Sancho, and Fernandes has gone down in the penalty box. The Old Trafford faithful are going mental. They're wanting a penalty. Fernandes is going mental. Walker Peters it looked like a reasonable challenge to me. He's gone in there and dispossessed Fernandes. He's sliding in on a sliding tackle, and he goes in and he's won the ball. Yeah, there's no way that's a penalty. Yeah, no, they're after the supporters are after a penalty, but unfortunately, nothing happening. And I think the referee's made another good call there, to be honest with you. It's not a penalty in my book. The wind picking up at Old Trafford. Fernandes goes over to the far side now. He's about to take a corner ball. And it's right in the middle of the 6-yard box. Alcaraz is taken down again, but the referee plays on. Ward-Prowse pumps it up, and Walcott has got the ball. Oh no, Walcott just couldn't get it under control quickly enough, and he was on his own. He could have had a clear run, but the ball just didn't come down quickly enough for Walcott. And that gap created by Casemiro is becoming ever more obvious, and Southampton are definitely trying to exploit the extra man, the extra space that they've got in the middle of the park. And Man United is looking a little bit confused about what they should be doing, where they should be going, and possession is 87% Man United, it's 13% Southampton at the moment. Even though they've got a man down, and Sulemana is a handful. Is this Sulemana? And he puts Anthony on his backside, but then he plays the ball square to Sulemana, and that's a poorly given away ball by Southampton there in the middle of the park. Sets Man United free. They go up the other part, in the 18-yard box. Vegas is claiming for a handball. The player slipped, the ball hit his hand. I don't see that that's a free kick. Fernandes is on Anthony Taylor's face yet again, and Anthony Taylor's going to have to put Fernandes on a warning and shut him up, because he's getting every single moment. The player slipped. He's not gonna get an handball for that. It comes mainly off his chest. Vegas is going mental. It's hit his chest and then hit his hand as it's coming away from his body. Vegas is going absolutely nuts, and Manchester United are losing it here. They're going absolutely mental, and the players are getting a bit frustrated. They're on Anthony Taylor's case, and I hope that the referee don't put up with any of that and don't feel any pressure. And Ten Hag is Ten Hag's making a substitution. It's Weghorst is coming off. Weghorst, and he's putting Scott McTominay on. And it's strange that Ten Hag has felt it necessary on the 44th minute to make this tactical change following Casemiro sending off. I don't see how he just doesn't wait until half time. You're at 0-0. There's nothing much happening. It's unlikely Southampton are going to score, unlikely Man United are going to score, and just have a look at it. Gives you a bit of chance, get him in at half time, have a look at a couple of tapes, see what's going on. Where can we exploit Southampton? And Ten Hag's put Scott McTominay on. An offside given against Southampton. Oof. Rashford, there's a long ball up from De Gea. Rashford can't get to it. He's held up by Walker Peters again, who just punts it out and gives away a throw-in on the 45th minute. A long throw-in to Fernandes, but Fernandes has thumped it too far. There's nobody going to get that. It's gone out for I think Southampton throwing on the other side. It's Anthony trotting over. Yeah, Anthony were never going to get to that. Way too much on it for him. It's almost half time. Two minutes. Alright. This is unbelievable. What an unbelievable game this is. It should be a few seconds till half time. And we're going to go get a cup of tea. And that's it. Referee Anthony Taylor blows his whistle. And that's it. Around the grounds, it's Arsenal 2. 2-0 up. Oh, there's a bit of handbags going on here between a couple of players. Yeah, Anthony Taylor's gone over. He's gone over. David De Gea's gone over. He's furious with the ref. And there's a. I think there's a bit of security going over there to protect the ref. It's a controversial game and a controversial moment at Old Trafford, and the stewards are keeping the Man United players at bay. They're going absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. They've lost it. They're really frustrated. Right, okay, well, that's it then. So we'll hope that we get to the second half. Fulham 0, Arsenal 2. West Ham and Villa are drawing 1 apiece. Newcastle Wolves play later today. That's 4:30 p.m. kick-off. I'll be right back in about 5-10 minutes. Just going to go get a quick drink. And, yeah, drop us your comments. Let us know what you think. Ten Hag's just coming out onto the pitch. The match has already kicked off. I mean, you couldn't make it up what's going on down at Old Trafford. From a Leeds United point of view, it's bad. It is really bad news. And I suspect if you put any money on Man United to win today, you're going to be a bit disappointed because at the minute it's looking like increasingly like Southampton are going to get the 3 points here, and this is bad news for Leeds. Man United, if you don't already know, down to 10 men thanks to a serious foul play challenge in the middle of the park, and it's a straight red given by Anthony Taylor. Not often are those given against Man United at Old Trafford, but I don't know how Man United are going to win this match, and we need them to win. If you're a Leeds fan and you're watching, we need the Man United to win this match, and the more convincingly they win it, the better. But at the minute it's 0-0. Manchester United Southampton. The play kicked off. It was a minute. The second half was a minute old before Ten Hag appeared out of the tunnel. He's gone back down to the dugout now. So it's an interesting proposition. Is this an interesting proposition of football? I might actually start having to do more watch-alongs as this season progresses and unfolds, and hope that Leeds manage to get out. I mean, alright, you might give me grief as you're not a true Leeds fan. Mate, every game involving teams in and around us at the minute is a game well worth watching, in my opinion. Don't matter who's playing. And obviously I want us to survive in the Premier League. Good news. Well, I say good news. Arsenal are 3-0 up now against Fulham. And second half has begun, should I say? And it doesn't look like there's any more substitutions that have been made at half time. So, oh no, Walker Peters has just had an effort saved off the line for Southampton. Oh my God. Wan-Bissaka, I think, has rescued Man United there and saved them from going a goal down. At a point, he still keeps Southampton below Leeds, but they're within another point of us, which is no good, really. That we want to be clearing away as many points from this bottom three as possible from that relegation zone, and it's a cracking ball in. Oh, it's a cracking effort in, and it's the shot has actually beaten De Gea, and Wan-Bissaka's managed to get back to the back post, and he's managed to kick it, scoop the ball away. Marcus Rashford's been asked to do defending on the left-hand side of the pitch. Oh my God, and he got absolutely thumped there by the Southampton right midfielder. My God, this is insane. Anthony's given away Parade, is it? Parade giving away a free kick there, just inside the Man United half at the moment. Walcott is in. Oh, it could just. It was offside, but it's a late offside decision against Theo Walcott. And Varane is. I don't know what happened to Varane. Yeah, he's run off Varane's shoulders, and Varane's pushed Theo Walcott as he's going through. But I think the ref's obviously given a free kick based on the offside to Man United. Martinez has got a yellow card there as well, so I'm wondering what happened there to his yellow card. Oof. And there's a free kick given against Bruno Fernandes at the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's Ward-Prowse territory is this. And he's gone in a couple of times there as the players got up and made another foul, so another swipe at the ball, and he's taken the player down. I think it's probably for the second attempt to win the ball from Bruno Fernandes. As you'd expect, he's whittering away at the referee. He's not happy. Ward-Prowse is stood over this. And De Gea is asking for, I think, a 3-man wall. It's just right of centre. It's about 28 yards out from goal. And the Old Trafford crowd has fallen silent because they know what's coming. And they know who's going to be taking this free kick. He had one in the first half, and De Gea, it flashed, I think, flashed wide following a deflection. And it's a very generous 10 yards by Anthony Taylor. He's gone out to. He's got the shaving foam out. He's making sure that the players know where the 10 yards actually is, and it's Ward-Prowse who's going to take this free kick. It's just as he's looking, it's just right of centre, about 28 yards out. Oh, and he's hit the crossbar. A vicious free kick, and we could hear it hit the crossbar on the mic. I think it just scuffs off the top of the crossbar, or the called a stanchion. Yeah, it's a stanchion. So where the crossbar and the post actually meet, it's just hit the top of that and skipped off behind De Gea's goal. Alcaraz coming off and Stuart Armstrong coming on for the Saints. 54 minutes and 13 in. De Gea takes the resulting goal kick from that free kick effort from Ward-Prowse. Ball is a bit of head tennis going on in the middle of the park between the two teams. Luke Shaw brings it down to Fernandes. And there was a quick free kick taken by Southampton. Ward-Prowse, but the referee has called play back. Theo Walcott's gone over to the dugout, and he's giving a bit of advice to the team, to the management team, the coaches and staff there. They're retaking the free kick of Southampton. It's a slow one now. They're not playing in behind or trying to get into Manchester United too quickly. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Southampton is crossed in. Oh my God, and there's nobody there for the Saints. Shaw picks up the ball on the left hand side. He's galloping to the halfway line, but he Can't beat Walker Peters, and the ball's gone out for a Man United throw-in. Shaw's about to try to take this throw-in, but there's nobody moving for Man United. There's a player there comes in for it, and we're not sure who that was. I think it was anyway, who cares? Man United. Oh no, and Adams has played a ball through for Lallana, but he can't get to it. He can't get to it, unfortunately. It was just too far ahead of him, and Man United living dangerously at the back. There's a lot being said here about it's a good bit of composure and a good bit of defending there from the Man United centre back. It was Le Martinez who managed to get the ball, and Rashford's in. It's a lovely long pass to Rashford, and Sancho on the ball. He's just at the edge of the 18-yard box. McTominay picks it up. He's just outside the 18-yard box now. Fernandes picks up the ball, plays a short one to Shaw. Shaw from the byline in towards Rashford, but it's cut out. And the Southampton players are quickly reorganising themselves. Fernandes, Shaw, and he's won a corner ball off Ward-Prowse. Fernandes. And the player taking this corner for Man United, I think, is Luke Shaw. It's a short corner. Sancho into Shaw again, but Shaw runs long to. I thought he was going to hammer it in, but he's not. And Fernandes, they're playing it short at the edge of the 18-yard box of Man United. And Luke Shaw has tried to cross the ball, and he's ended up in row Q, I think. And it's Ten Hag is barking his instructions at his 10 men out on the pitch, and it's not a good afternoon for Leeds United, and certainly not a good afternoon for Man United. It's of course I'm going to send a couple of hearts there to myself and see if those appear, because there's nobody here. Solana. Oh, Salaman! Oh my God! I wonder what happened. I wonder if I see those emojis coming through on my screen when I'm doing these live streams. Let's go and have a look, shall we? I don't know. Yeah, of course. If you're wondering why I do this, it's because I don't know if I see them in StreamYard, and I don't. It doesn't look like I do. I'll just spam that heart button. I love myself 100%. And we're all celebrating. I didn't know these features exist on mobile, but it's coming up on mobile live streams and all that. I can just spam the hell out of these things, and of course I'm just checking to make sure. Oh, yeah, on StreamYard you don't see them, so I'm gonna have to let StreamYard know that we don't see the those little reactions buttons on live streams. We don't know that there's no way for us to know that those are coming through on the stream, so I'll certainly let StreamYard know about it. if they can do something about it, that would be nice. Or anything that helps us do the live streams and makes it more obvious that people are trying to communicate with us is always a good thing. Back to the game, 61 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock. And it's not ideal, is it, this from Leeds United's point of view? We'd need a Man United win is the ideal result. A draw isn't a good result, really. And let's go there and have a look. A lot of shenanigans going on in the football this afternoon. I just don't see how it's going to help us. West Ham, Villa not doing us any favours either. They're allowing West Ham a point at the moment. Man United are on the back foot, and Southampton are dominating at Old Trafford. And I never thought I'd say this, but this sending off for Casemiro is a big miss for them. Gotcha. Plays a little ball up, but it's Wan-Bissaka who wins the header unopposed. And Southampton win the result, second ball. And McTominay's managed to dispossess Southampton. Man United are breaking here. They're breaking at some speed. There's 3 players heading into the 18-yard box. Anthony's on the right-hand side with Bruno. And it's Luke Shaw at the back post. And unfortunately, he couldn't bring the ball down and control it quickly enough, couldn't Luke Shaw, and Walker Peters has dispossessed him and conceded a corner ball. The only way he'd have done anything about that, Luke Shaw, was if he had hit it first time. And Luke Shaw takes the corner. It's cleared out, but only as far as Anthony is about 35 yards out. And Manchester United are absolutely in trouble here. Southampton have broken clean through, and it's Walcott, I think, and he's just saved by De Gea. What a break that was from Southampton. A really quick ball down the pitch, and Theo Walcott's latched onto it. And it's Wan-Bissaka with a misplaced pass to Bruno. And Wan-Bissaka's nowhere near he's going to get back. But luckily, I think the only man that's getting back there is Martinez. And Martinez has done just enough to stop Theo Walcott from having a clear shot. I mean, it was a clear shot on target, but he should have done a lot better there, Theo Walcott. Ward-Prowse takes the resulting corner. And there's a player gone down in the 18-yard box. Not sure what's happened there, if there's been a push. Southampton tossed the ball back in again. Oh, and Lavia just thumps it from 20 yards out. It's gone flying over the De Gea's net, but apparently it's taken a touch from Anthony on its way over the net, and the referee's since given a corner for it. And the Old Trafford faithful are getting frustrated. 65 minutes, it's 0-0, and they don't like what they see at the moment. But I think from a Man United point of view, if you get a 1-0 victory here with 10 men, that'll be a good result. And sometimes you have to grind them out. Ward-Prowse plays it in. It's into the near post. It's a lovely corner. Walcott tries to hit it on the volley, but it's all over the place. But Man United have finally cleared their lines. Oh, Benrick. It's absolutely thrashed that, and it's hit Wan-Bissaka flush in the face. Lamana on the left-hand side as we're looking. Goes down the 18-yard box, and he clips it into the back post. And Man United are in some big trouble here. Martinez is the only player who seems to be doing anything of any note at the back. And there's a foul, I think. I think it might have been by Wan-Bissaka, who was in possession, on the Southampton player. Oh no, it isn't. It's the opposite way around. But Man United have taken it so quickly, can't tell you anything about it. And it's a crossfield ball directly to Anthony Martinez on the edge of the centre circle, plays it all the way back to De Gea. Shaw. And Shaw plays a lovely ball down the park for Rashford, but Rashford can't pick it up. And Rashford has been clobbered by Redknapp, and he's gone off, hobbling off the pitch as Rashford. And I think he's got a whack on the ankle as Rashford there. But he's back on the pitch now, must be in a bit of pain. Shaw. Rashford, Shaw again. Lovely bit of play from Shaw. Fernandes. And he's... Oh, God, it's come... He smashed it and it's hit the inside of the post and it's come bouncing straight back out. What a lovely, lovely shot from Fernandes. And it's the closest Man United have come to unlocking this game. There's 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. The actual ball and then a ball thrown on by, similar to what happened to Leeds yesterday with Willy Gnonto. And Martinez heads the ball. It's got right under it, but the Southampton keeper comes and collects. And it's all to play for down at Old Trafford. Bazunu, is it? Bazunu, he makes a lovely, lovely save and he manages to hit the post. The ball hits the post after he's made the save there with his left hand. And Fernandes will be ruining that shot, thinking that he was certain to score there with that one. But Benzanu has saved the day for the Saints. And Saints still in this game, 0-0. Armstrong down the 18-yard box now, crosses it in, but McTominay he comes charging back and he's headed it straight out. Who is going to unlock the door to a goal here for in this game? Is it going to be Man United? Well, at the moment it's Southampton in play. And there's a short corner played by Southampton. Walker-Peters and he's hammered it and he's done the same. He's hit the inside of the post. De Gea had no chance. What a shot that was from Walker-Peters. He's lashed it and it's gone. It's beaten De Gea and I mean it might have just whisked past his glove and that's just done enough to deflect the air of the flight of the ball, but it's hit the bar and it's a absolutely thunderbolt of a shot, and it's crazy down at Old Trafford. It's 70 minutes coming up on the clock. De Gea takes a goal kick. It's won by Southampton, and I think it's Walker-Peters again, and possession's turned over. He couldn't find a Southampton player as he was running through to collect that ball. Armstrong chasing it down now for Southampton. There's a long ball into Rashford, but the Southampton defenders have dealt with that quite well and stopped Rashford from getting on anywhere near the ball. Armstrong in the middle of the pitch, just by the centre circle. It looks like he's going to pass it wide to the left-hand side. There's a little 1-2. He collects the ball back again, and Armstrong's played it down to the corner flag, but the can't tell who it is from here. Just can't get to it. It's one of the Southampton players there. I think it's it's not Suleiman. It might be Lavia. Unfortunately for Walker Peters, that was hitting the post. It's an absolute thunderbolt of a shot, and nerves are jangling down at Old Trafford. And Ten Hag is now reacting to that. He's putting some youngsters on. I think, is it Garnacho? Oh, Adams, Suleimana, Ward-Prowse, Walker Peters plays the ball in at pace, and it's just headed back across the 6-yard box. Armstrong. Saints are fancying the chances here of getting 3 points, but Ten Hag is holding up this substitution at the moment. They're waiting for a break in the play. There's nobody's breaking up the play at the moment. And Sancho, Anthony's had a shot, but it's blocked. Fernandez tries to clip one in, but he's hit the other Southampton player, and Theo Walcott's charging forward at three Man United players, and there's nobody charging him down. Walcott's had an effort there, and he's just blasted it over De Gea's net. I mean, he should have done a bit better there, Theo Walcott. He's unopposed. The defenders are backing away from him 22, 25 yards. Should be hitting the target. Sancho and Anthony are coming off. And players coming on. Pellistri and Garnacho. So Pellistri and Garnacho coming on for Man United. 18 minutes left. 17 minutes left now in this game. As David De Gea takes a free kick. A goal kick, and then thumps it up. It's gone out to the left. To the new man, Garnacho. Ward-Prowse. Armstrong. I think was it Suleimana who whipped that in. Now, Theo Walcott's more or less playing kind of on his own at the minute. So Pellistri's played a lovely ball up over to the other side of the pitch, and it's such an open game. Is this who dares score first? And there's a lovely ball into Rashford. Rashford skipped over the referee. It looked like he were all right, but then he's miscontrolled it and he's gone down. He's looking and claiming for a penalty, but I don't think there was any contact between him and the referee and Benzema. Yeah, Benzema doesn't even touch Rashford, and Rashford, one of his legs has hit his other leg as he's gone down, and he's still claiming and crying for a penalty. He goes sliding off the little mound down at Old Trafford. And the Old Trafford faithful think that they saw a penalty there. I could see that, and it wasn't even a good camera angle. It wasn't even zoomed in. That I could tell that there was no way the keeper had touched him there, and Rashford had gone looking for that. He went down very cheaply. Should have got a yellow card for it. Lavia. Oh. And that's a terrible, terrible effort by Lavia. I don't know where the hell that's gone. Probably ended up in the Trafford Centre, I think. Two players coming on here now for two subs for Southampton. And I'm wondering if he's going to bring... Is it Walcott, is it, I think? I don't know why he's taking Suleimana off. Suleimana's been an excellent player for them today. Walcott, okay, I get it, his age. Oh no, it's not Walcott. It's not Walcott, is it? Camera, is it? So both the Armstrongs are on. Stuart Armstrong is on. Adam Armstrong is also on. And it's Sulemana and Adams who have gone off. Lavia. Mara and Armstrong are on as well. Oh God, he's got some speed as that. Wow, he is a fast character. Who is that? That is... I'll soon tell you who that was. Walcott. Walcott with a real burst of speed trying to chase a ball there. It's, unfortunately, it got away from him though. Perud. Armstrong. It's the new Adam Armstrong, Lavia. Stuart Armstrong now. Ward-Prowse out to the left. Ward-Prowse again. And Palistra's over on the right hand side doing a bit of defending. He's conceded a free kick and a throw in, and Southampton to take the throw in. Ward-Prowse is over on that side of the pitch. It's the far side of the pitch as we're looking. That's a nice ball, Lavia. Into Mara, but he's just shouldered and he's lost control of it against Luke Shaw. Nice little bit of defensive play there from Luke Shaw to win the goal kick. Apparently Southampton have had 16 shots at goal or 16 shots during this game. None of them have gone in, and that's the only stat that counts. Is that one at the end of the 90 minutes is the result for Southampton. It's the one that counts for Leeds as well, because we need this lot to lose. Really, the best result for Leeds here is a Manchester United win. Armstrong, Mara, but he loses out to Fernandez. Wan-Bissaka trying to go up the right hand side, but Stuart Armstrong stops him from doing that, I think. Wan-Bissaka takes the resulting throw in. There's a bit of a volley thumped up the pitch, but Lavia's picked it up and he's gallivanting up the pitch, but it's a bad pass straight to Luke Shaw pretty much, who plays it to Fernandez, and Garnacho is going down the left hand side, and there's another lovely tackle. Garnacho's gone down as if he's been shot by a sniper. He's making all sorts of funny faces and rolling around on the floor, but it's a very fair challenge. And the Walker Peters has made a tackle there. The front foot's come round the front. He's won the ball, but then his trailing leg has gone in between Garnacho and just clobbered him, I think, on a part of his leg. I think it's a bit soft, to be honest with you. I think it's a bit of play acting. I don't see that it's there's anything that bad there, but he is in. I mean, unless this is he's got a qualification in acting, I don't see that. Yeah. It might be in the back of the knee, and a lot of the Man United players are around Garnacho here. They're massaging his ACL, is a cruciate ligament at the moment. They're just down by the ankle. I mean, he's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes, and they're now lining Fred up to come on the pitch, but we don't know who they're going to sub at the minute. Is he preparing Fred for Garnacho in case he is really, really badly injured? He might have just done something very painful there. They're even talking about he might even come off the pitch here. He's right by the touchline as it happens, or the byline. But he's refusing to take the stretcher, and he's up and hobbling away from the Fernandez has taken a terrible corner there. Ooh, and Southampton trying to quickly break out, but Manchester United managed to stop the quick break from Southampton. It's broken to Fernandez on the left hand side. He tries to clip one in, but there's nobody there for Man United. And here's Mara. He's trying to pick up the ball in the middle of the park. And Lavia should let that go a little bit earlier, but he's not done. Southampton are not breaking forward as quickly as what they should have done there if they're after these 3 points. And Garnacho has miraculously made a full recovery. He's now tracking back. Ward-Prowse plays a lovely little ball over the top, and they've won a throw in. I think he's tried to play it to... Yeah. Garnacho. Theo Walcott's coming off. Garnacho's still remaining on the pitch, and they're talking about that he might have to bring him off. That maybe they're just giving him a minute or two to see how he's getting on. But apparently they're saying that he's looking like he's in some discomfort. We can't see him at the minute. And Onuachu is coming on for the Saints. A big guy here, looks like he's a big hit man. He'll bully that Manchester United back four, I think. And he's gone right up, and he's literally standing on De Gea's toes. Onuachu's gone in to try and win the header, but he doesn't. And Garnacho's trying to win the ball. And Armstrong. Oh, Walker Peters is brought down by Luke Shaw. And the supporting Southampton players, Armstrong is claiming that there was definitely a foul there, but Man United are breaking out. The referee's not interested. And Pelistri is out in the corner flag, and he's managed to play a ball back into Wan-Bissaka, who crosses the ball. Drops his shoulder, crosses it again. Pelistri. Fernandez. Oh. And it just can't make it through to Rashford. Onuachu's trying to chase down Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw just keeps going. Accelerates away from Onuachu. And Walker Peters is trying to chase a ball, but he can't get to it, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh. Garnacho's trying to just chase anything that he's not. He's only jogging, but he's trying to chase down the ball that Man United are playing between themselves at the back. That's a ball into De Gea, into Shaw, and Garnacho is. I mean, he looks all right to me. The commentator says not, but there are 2 balls on the pitch. The match ball is in play. Referees stop the play for that reason, that there's a second match ball on the pitch. Seems to be happy more and more often, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is warming up. And Southampton win the drop ball. It's given over by Man United because they were in possession at the time. And the keeper launches it forward, but Mara can't pick it up. McTominay's charging forward, and Fernandes plays it to Fernandes. Fernandes has lost possession, and Bruno is not happy. The Southampton players are on his case, just trying to wind him up a little bit. Lavia, Ward-Prowse, up to the halfway line, past the halfway line. Ward-Prowse, he's got some speed on there. Armstrong, oh no! And Armstrong could play the ball back across the 6-yard box, but it didn't find anyone. And Garnacho is taken down. Garnacho is down, but he's up again, and he's hobbling around, but he's looking like he's alright, I think. He'll see out the 90 minutes. There's only 1.5 minutes left of this game, plus stoppage time. The game is wide open. It's still 0-0 here at Old Trafford. Mara, Ward-Prowse, not a good ball from Ward-Prowse. It hits Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka just heads it straight back out, but the Southampton midfielders have picked it up again. Ward-Prowse, Walker-Peters against Garnacho. Oh, he should have just turned it. And Ward-Prowse, yeah, he should have just turned there. Walker-Peters, I don't think he realised that he's got Garnacho right behind him, and I think with this injury that he's carrying at the moment, he should be all right. And on the 89th minute and 30th second, Harry Maguire is set to come on for Manchester United. There is a break in play now. Luke Shaw's pinged it against Mara, and ball's gone out for a throw-in. And Harry Maguire, Harry Maguire's coming on for Man United. And I don't know what Ten Hag's doing there. Martinez has come off. Garnacho's come off as well. So it's a double substitution, is this. Maguire and Fred have come on for the Old Trafford outfit. Garnacho, Man United's threat has reduced considerably by him going off, because he's scored and had assists in a number of late winners for Man United. And they're desperate to get these 3 points at Man U, but it's just looking so sparse. Is Old Trafford with red shirts, not many of them. And they've been run off the park today by... Oh, that's a lovely ball, but it's been intercepted. But they've won it back again of Southampton, and it's Walker-Peters going down the right-hand side. He's been chased by Luke Shaw. And Fred has got in there as well. And there's a tackle there on Fred. straight on the shins by Ward-Prowse, and I think he'll get a yellow card for that. And indeed, Man United have tried to play a quick free kick, but I think Ward-Prowse is going to get a yellow card. A good bit of gamesmanship from Ward-Prowse, it has to be said. Stop Man United from trying to break out quickly. Fernandes and the Southampton manager are exchanging some words as Fernandes walks past. And it's Harry Maguire. 4 minutes of injury time, added time have been added, and Harry Maguire pumps the ball up the pitch. And Man United, for me, haven't been, they've not been worth a win, unfortunately. And I do actually say that I wanted Man United to win this match today. And Southampton have played the ball all the way up the Man United left hand side, and Palistra's back defending. And Southampton have got, I think it's a throw in, is it? Or it's looking actually like a corner ball. And this is it. 92 minutes 30 seconds on the clock at Old Trafford. Southampton, can they come up here and nick a goal and give Man United a sucker punch? Something that they've done to teams over the years. I'll tell you, they're not happy at they can't be happy at Old Trafford with this. Watching this, Ward-Prowse. Oh, and it's headed by McTominay. It's a cracking header, but Ward-Prowse has got it again, and he plays another one in. Oh! And Bella Koch has tried to. I think he's injured himself. Yeah, he has. Ward-Prowse plays it in. There is a header, but then he's tried to play it back in across David De Gea, and he's done himself in, as he's either gone running off the pitch, or probably that's more likely, rather than him running back on the pitch. Attempts, Southampton 17, shots on target 4, Man United attempts 10, 4 on target. So it just shows that Southampton have had the more of the ball, more of the attempts in that regard, and neither team has managed to find the back of the net, although they've been very close. And this Southampton player is on the deck, and on 94 minutes, and I assume that the ref is adding time for this injury. It's at least a minute now, I think, almost a minute, or if not, just past a minute. It's Diallo, I think it is. Is it Diallo? De Gea's taken a goal kick. There's 1 more minute, I think, being added on at Old Trafford. Surprise, surprise, for that particular injury. But Bella Koch has just thumped it, but all the way back to all the way back to De Gea's 18-yard box. De Gea picks it up now, thumps it back up the other end. Bella Koch. Fernandes. It was Bella Koch that was injured. He's just a strain on the thigh, I think, but it looks like he's playing on, and he's it looks okay. The ball's going around like a ping pong ball at the moment, and Mara is taken down by Luke Shaw as he's headed towards the corner flag. And Luke Shaw won't be too bothered about that. He's gone in and just clipped him, done enough to just bring him down. And it's some very good speed from Luke Shaw at this time of the game. It's 96 minutes on the clock. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, folks, but it's looking like a good point for Southampton. Ward-Prowse fires it in. Mara picks it up, but the referee has called time on this match. And it's numerous chances, but unfortunately nobody could unlock the deadlock. And thankfully that's a good result for Leeds United, because it means that Southampton don't go above Leeds in the league today. They're going to get themselves a point, and that's enough to keep them down there below Leeds United, which is absolutely wonderful news. Their goal difference remains a measly, a terrible -21 for Southampton. Leeds, of course, their goal difference has slipped a little bit. We've gone from -7 in recent weeks down to -11 now. West Ham, of course, above us. Bournemouth as well. And I think West Ham might have got a result there today, and they've finished. They've got themselves a point. It's Aston Villa 1, West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0. Arsenal have gone to Fulham and absolutely thumped them 3-0. So that's a good result for the Arsenal. Newcastle Wolves is a little bit later on in the day. So no positives really from Southampton there. They're not able to ease away from Leeds or getting above Leeds United at the end of this weekend. It's going to be a cracking time is this final segment of the Premier League when we come back after the international break. There is an international break coming up. I'll just tell you a little bit more about that as we go and have a look at the fixtures. Obviously Leeds are playing Wolves next weekend. I said that earlier and I said it yesterday as well. We're not bothered about what's going on in the Championship or the ladies' leagues at the moment on this channel, but I mean, if we get enough demand, we might have to start covering it. Why am I looking at women? There we are. 13th of March, let's have a look. Nothing happening there. Yeah, well, yeah, we're not bothered about that. Oh, hang on. There's a couple of games on Wednesday night. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Palace. Southampton versus Brentford. And obviously Brentford on the back of that defeat at the weekend. They'll be looking to try and get some corrections for that. Friday night on the 17th of March, it's Forest versus Newcastle United. 18th is another big day in the Premier League. It's Villa versus Bournemouth, Brentford versus Leicester, Southampton versus Spurs, Wolverhampton versus Leeds, of course, Chelsea versus Everton. Leeds is a 3 p.m. kickoff in the UK. It's the FA Cup quarter final next weekend as well. It's Man City versus Burnley, in case anyone's worried about that. And we don't need to talk about Scottish leagues, so there we go. We'll skip that one. There is also a league game on Sunday. It's Arsenal versus Palace, and then the other 3 quarterfinals: Sheffield United versus Blackburn, Brighton and Hove Albion versus Grimsby. Might do a watch along for that. Man United versus Fulham, and that's it. That then wraps it up, I think, for March. The players will be sent away, I think, on international duty after that date, and then the next set of fixtures is gonna most likely be April, I think. So yeah, I mean there are some, it looks like it's going to be the first week of April. I think I said that previously. So That's it. All finishes 0-0 here at Old Trafford, and Casemiro is the man who has scuppered their chances again for Man United. That's going to affect their push for the top four. I mean, they're in the top four already, I think, aren't they? We'll have a little look and see where they are. They are actually the top four, but that Spurs are right behind them on 48 points. Man United 50. The two at the top, Arsenal, are just easing away again. The only team within any sight of them is Manchester City, and they're 5 points behind the Arsenal. So it's looking likely, or after today's result as well, that's a very, very good result for Arsenal, going to Fulham and getting a win. As we know, Fulham a difficult place to go, difficult side to play against. But as for Leeds, you know, it's still there. We're still there. We're at 19th. If we can put a couple of wins together and start getting a winning mentality back in that dressing room, we could escape the drop. That brings to an end this broadcast from me. It was a last-minute decision to do something on today's games, but I thought I'd do it because I do enjoy streaming. And I do enjoy talking about football, especially Leeds United. And finally, a little bit of good news is Leeds don't go down to the bottom of the Premier League today. Enjoy yourselves. Have a very, very good day. I hope you enjoy the live stream. If you do watch it on catch up. I'm Gary, and I'm going to go take a rest. Have a great week ahead, everybody. Bye bye.